It's really good to say. I'm not throwing off on anybody else because I've worked with some good commissioners over the years, but this is the best board I ever worked with from the sheriff's office side, and I think the sheriff would probably agree with me. I mean, y'all have a hard job balancing, you know, what's good for the people, what's good for your employees, and trying to keep that happy balance, because if you have happy employees, they're going to do a great job out here in the community. And as a sheriff's office, we're really grateful for the things y'all have been able to do for us the last couple of years. But I'm not going to sit up here and ramble or cry or whatever. I'll save some of that for next Thursday. Y'all are welcome to come. But I'm just very grateful and very thankful that I've been able to survive 33 years. And have y'all ever been in a safer commissioners meeting? No. I mean, I just want to say, I mean, I don't know if they thought I was going to be bad or what, but, you know, I'm very happy. It's kind of a bittersweet time, but I think we've done well. We've got a building over there I think we've done well on and very proud of, and very proud to wear this patch. I don't know what I'm going to do in the mornings now when I get up to go to work or stay or lay around the house or play golf or whatever, but I'll have to figure out what to wear. I've not had to do that for the last 30-some years. So it's probably going to be something not in the brown shade. So, but thank you all so very much, and thanks to everyone who came tonight too. I appreciate it. Everybody's touched my life, and I really appreciate that.
Well, don't rush off. Let everybody clap for you. So, on behalf of the commissioners and the citizens of Cabarrus County, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for your passion, your commitment, and your dedication to this community. And when you talk about the people who are here tonight, I think that when you have good leadership, it starts from the top, and then it goes throughout the department, and I think we're seeing tonight that leadership. I know when I went out, I jokingly said, "Are they that happy to get rid of you?" And I was very quickly corrected. No, we're here for support. I was joking, of course, but they were serious, and I think this just shows what you've given back to the department, the difference that you've made in this community. So we are going to miss you, but you're invited to come join us the first Monday at 4 o'clock or the third Monday at 6:30 for our commissioner meeting, so that we can keep an eye on you.
I'll be here in spirit. How about that?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for all you've done.
Thank you very much.
Not at all. Thank you so much, Paul, for everything that you have contributed to Cabarrus County, and certainly for those kind words that you made about staff that I think we all agree with. One thing that they haven't mentioned is Paul could have retired several years ago, and they did talk him out of it. So we appreciate you staying around, and we wish you all the best in your retirement.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'm not going to be rude, but...
Okay. Okay, next on our agenda is recognition of the 2018 16th Annual Digital County Survey Achievement, and we're happy to have Debbie Brannon to talk about that.
Good evening. That's a hard act to follow, but I've
Yes,
certainly enjoyed working with Chief Hunt over the years and implementing technology for the Sheriff's Department. This year we were awarded the third place in the 16th Annual Digital County Survey, and we were recognized by the Digital County Survey for our accomplishments in connecting our staff, other government agencies, businesses, and the public with information they need to make better choices. The implementation of technology and the promotion of data-driven decision-making is helping us all become a smarter community. Some of the examples of our projects this year were the redesign of our website and implementation of digital forms to help transform the way citizens communicate with government, some enterprise location intelligence applications, of which an application where we are maintaining the tree inventory for the county properties and their maintenance record, a fire insurance rating application, and a voter wait time application. We're also providing easy access to county public data through Open Data Portal and Financial Transparency site. We've started an employee cybersecurity awareness training and assessment. And we continue to work on our multi-jurisdictional planning and permitting project. We've also started exploring some other new communication methods and using a little bit of artificial intelligence. We have an Alexa app, so if you have an Alexa, you can just say, Alexa, enable Cabarrus County events, and follow the prompts, and you'll hear about what's happening in Cabarrus County. We also have a Fire Stick TV channel, so if you have a Fire Stick TV, look for Cabarrus County and you can stream Cabco TV videos of our government board meetings and our educational shows and historical shows about Cabarrus County. We also have partnered with a company called FindingRover.com that uses crowdsourcing and facial recognition to help unite animals, lost animals, with their families. Of course, our goal is always to be number one. Over the years, we've placed in the top 10 for the past 7 years in a row. We've been ranked from the lowest was 8 and our highest was 2nd. Every year, we're measured against the best in the nation. For the last 3 years, Arlington County, Virginia has been number 1, so we're gunning for Arlington County. We use the results of this competition to not only measure ourselves, but as an avenue to investigate how other jurisdictions are using technology to improve their communities. I want to thank you, the Board of Commissioners, for having the vision to fund technology, all the county staff for embracing technology to improve their decision-making and their department's delivery of services to the citizens, and of course, all of the IT staff for their hard work in connecting your vision with the technology projects that help make us a smarter community. Thank you so much.
Thank
you. I appreciate you accepting the award at the NACO convention.
Yes.
Well.
Present it officially to you.
All right.
There you go. Congratulations, and thank you for what y'all do.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. And you are certainly welcome for me accepting the award on your behalf. Commissioner Kiger and I attended a wonderful dinner in your stead and received the award. So hopefully next year when you're number 1, you'll be able to be there in person to receive it. But we appreciate everything that you do. Okay, next on our agenda is a proclamation honoring the memory and achievements of Martin Boger Foyle, Jr. And we observed a moment of silence earlier, and I'd like to read this proclamation now. A proclamation in tribute in honor of Martin Boger Foyle, Jr. Whereas Martin Foyle, Jr. was born on February 28, 1933, a native of Concord, North Carolina, and whereas he was a graduate of Davidson College and North Carolina State University, earning degrees in business administration and textile science, during which he served as a first lieutenant in the U.S. Army, and whereas he owned and operated Tuscarora Yarns and was considered by many in the textile and apparel industries to be the most talented designer of specialty yarns in the country, and whereas he served on numerous charitable and civic boards, including the United Way of the Carolinas, Cabarrus County Boys and Girls Club, Cabarrus Cooperative Christian Ministry, Presbyterian Healthcare, Hospice of Cabarrus County, Board of Visitors, Davidson College, Board of Visitors, UNC Charlotte, and the American Association of Health Disabilities. And whereas Martin dedicated his life to national and international brain injury awareness and advocacy organizations such as the Brain Injury Association of North Carolina, Brain Injury Association of America, International Brain Injury Association, and National Brain Injury Research, Treatment, and Training Foundation. And whereas Martin Fall passed away on July 30th, 2018, now therefore be it resolved that the Cabarrus County Board of Commissioners hereby pays tribute to Martin Boger Fall, Jr., recognizing his outstanding life of service to Cabarrus County and its citizens, and extends deepest sympathies to the family. Do I hear a motion that we adopt this proclamation?
Move for approval.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Well, for those of us that knew Martin, he was really quite a unique person. I think that he continued to be successful in the textile industry after most of the other textile mills had gone away. So he truly was innovative in the things that he did, and his devotion to brain injury and certainly to his son who experienced that was something certainly for the family to be proud of. So it's an honor to be able to approve this proclamation. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. That motion passes. Okay, now we move to informal public comments. And the first card that I have is from Bill Manning. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. My name is Bill Mannering. I'm here representing my son, Brian Mannering. Brian was killed in a car accident on July 16th of this year at the corner of Irish Potato Road and Old Concord Salisbury Road. This is a very bad intersection. Just the way it curves, you have a hill, and it is very rarely maintained. I mean, the grass or the hedges are too high to even see. You know, most of the time you have to pull out into the intersection before you can even see. We don't know the exact circumstances, but he happened to pull out in front of a semi. Was killed instantly. I'm asking for your help. I'm asking, I don't know if y'all can do it, but maybe y'all know somebody who can. We're asking to have a stoplight put up in that intersection. We've been in contact with the State Road Department. We also have a petition with over 3,000 signatures on there, and any kind of help would be greatly appreciated. We have an online petition, and we've also passed out several of these to different businesses. 90% of the comments on there are people who live in the neighborhood, and they tell how bad of an area it is, and something needs to be done. They said it's well past due. We just want something there to prevent another tragic accident. You know, if any kind of help would be appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming, and certainly extend our sympathy to you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, next we have Marcia Morris.
Good evening. I'm here to speak about the Mount Pleasant Library expansion, but I would like to just add that that is a terrible intersection. About a year ago, the Friends of the Mount Pleasant Library began meeting with Mr. Downs and Library Director Emery Ortiz and Mr. Billifer and y'all about the need for a larger library in Mount Pleasant. What we learned from those meetings, in part, was the importance of funds to grease the wheels and get the process moving toward our goal. So I'm here tonight to report that we have now raised 94% of the fundraising goal that we set in February due to tremendous support from the Mount Pleasant community, both individuals and businesses. So we are more than ready to get started, to proceed, and we look forward to working with all of you on whatever the next steps may be so that we can make an expanded library for Mount Pleasant a reality very soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next we have Timothy Vaughn.
Good evening. My purpose, I'm a Kannapolis resident and privileged to manage Hillbush Ford, a 65-year Cabarrus County company. My purpose tonight is to say thank you to you, the deliberation and the efforts that you as commissioners, the county staff, the sheriff's department went through to award a local company a bid in which we missed by $559 on a $400,000 bid was warming to our hearts. It really was. We respect and understand the process, even when we lose, and we win more than we lose. And as a showing of our appreciation and our sense of community and our sense of humor, I have a check in the amount of $559 that we're donating to the Cabarrus Partnership for Children, and Benfield happens to be here. So thank you so much for all that you do, and have a great evening. We'll be back. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. You should make Ann come up here and accept that presentation in front of everybody.
It's just coincidental that Ann was here.
Yeah, most of the time, as I have expressed to you personally, that was a very painful experience. I think it was for all the commissioners, and everybody questioned. There must be some other way. You know, we really want to keep this local with a Cabarrus County business, and of course we kept running into dead ends and repeatedly, and so we couldn't do it. We wanted to very badly.
I know. We know that's why we're here.
But in most other circumstances, when a situation like that comes up, we would expect that vendor to come and make public comments critiquing us and complaining that they did not receive the bid. So to have someone of your integrity to come and make a donation to one of our very important community organizations is impressive, and thank you very much.
I'm glad we didn't miss the bid by more than that, Ann. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
And we won't try to intentionally do that again to solicit more community donations either. Okay, we move now to our consent agenda. I wanted to make a couple comments about the consent agenda, and I will, but probably repeat them later on. And these were directed in a great degree to our television audience. And we don't have a television audience tonight. So I think this is the first time since I've been a commissioner that this is not a televised meeting, and it's not even being recorded because of some technical difficulties that they ran into. It is now. Okay, great. Well, David always comes through. But you know, based on some of the comment I heard from comments that someone that was at our last regular meeting, which was a very brief one, which is quite unusual. They said, well, they had done they had already taken care of all the business in a private meeting beforehand, and so they didn't talk about any of those things at the meeting, which is not exactly correct. Our consent agenda tonight has 17 items on it. And so at our work session, which is the first Monday of every month, that meeting is the first Monday at 4 p.m. It is televised live, and it is also televised repeated times throughout the month. But we talk about each of those 17 items in great detail at that work session. And then those go on our consent agenda for the regular meeting, so we don't discuss them a second 17 times. The reason that we do it that way is because we discuss all of those items at our work session, and then our regular meeting is 2 weeks later, so that gives the public the opportunity to hear those discussions that we have on all those items, and if they have any comments or concerns, then they have the opportunity to contact any one of us individually, and they also have an opportunity to come to our regular meeting and make comments during the public comments section. So that's the reason it's handled that way. So I'll probably repeat that again next meeting. But we do have these 17 items on our consent agenda, all of which we have discussed at length at our work session. So do I hear a motion that we approve the consent agenda as presented?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, just one quick question on the item number 12 or 13, which is it about the historic items? Will that, the motion that we've made to accept this on the consent agenda, does it include that change? Or we're going to?
There was a little snag on that one, then that's in the revisions in your changes?
Yeah, we're going to table that
Right.
decision. So does the motion cover us tabling that?
Yes, sir, I think it does.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We're good to go. Thank you.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. That motion passes. We move now to new business, and first up, we have an economic development investment discussion for Project Griffin, and we are happy to have Samantha Grass with us to talk about that.
Good evening. Samantha Grass, Recruitment Project Manager for Cabarrus Economic Development. Just want to thank you for this opportunity to present Project Griffin to you all this evening and for your consideration. Griffin Industrial Realty Incorporated is considering constructing 2 industrial spec buildings at the intersection of Poplar Tent Road and International Drive, and the address there is 4530 Poplar Tent Road, and it's a 22-acre site. Building A will be 136,500 square feet, and Building B that they are proposing will be 147,000 square feet. They are projecting an investment of $12.8 million in real property, and this does include both buildings, A and B. Their investment exceeds the minimum requirements of the Economic Development Grant. The Cabarrus County grant analysis that you have in your packet is based on that estimated $12.8 million projected investment. We are asking for your consideration of a 3-year, 85% grant. The estimated grant for that 3-year term is $235,008. During that same grant term, that 3-year period, the county will net over $41,000. And we would be happy to answer any questions that you all have.
Okay, questions for Samantha? Okay, this does, we have advertised, and it does call for a public hearing. So at this time, I'll call the public hearing to order and invite anyone to the podium that would like to speak on this proposal. Okay, seeing no one, I'll close the public hearing. And Commissioners, what would be your pleasure on this item?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make the motion to approve the Economic Development Speculative Industrial Agreement for 3 years, 85% between Project Griffin, Griffin Industrial Realty, and Cabarrus County, and to authorize the county manager to execute the agreement on behalf of the board, subject to review or revision by the county attorney.
Okay, thank you. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? You know, very much like our work session, this is an item that we have discussed at length previously. So it's not like we're not asking questions because we're not interested. Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. That motion passes. And we move now to Economic Development Investment for Project Key, and we're glad to have Robert Carney with us tonight.
Good evening. Mr. Chairman, Vice Chairman, Commissioners of Cabarrus County, thank you for the opportunity to present Project Key before you this evening. Project Key, or Key Steel Corporation, is a manufacturer of wire mesh used in the construction industry. The Key Steel Corporation is proposing to construct 2 buildings, 77,000 square foot each, at a site in Midland at the intersection of Highway 601 South and Wallace Road. Parcel numbers for this project are 5543-792177 and 5543-784689. They are projecting an investment of $10,900,000 in real and personal property, which includes the construction of both buildings. The Key Steel Corporation plans to create 25 full-time positions with this manufacturing project over the next 3 years. The company's average annual wage for the full-time jobs is $39,600, which is at our county average wage. Their investment exceeds the minimum requirements of the Economic Development Grant Policy. The Cabarrus County grant analysis is based on the estimated $10.9 million projected company investment. We are asking for your consideration of a 5-year, 85% economic development grant. The estimated grant for the 5-year term is $333,540. During that same grant term, the county would net over $58,860. Thank you so much for your consideration in these matters, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Okay, any questions for Mr. Carney? All right, thank you. And this also calls for a public hearing. So I will open the public hearing and invite anyone to the podium that would like to speak on this proposal. Seeing no one, we'll close the public hearing. And I would entertain a motion to approve or disapprove this proposal.
I will make a motion to approve an economic development agreement, 5 years, 85% between Project Key and Cabarrus County, and to authorize the county manager to execute the agreement on behalf of the board, subject to review or revision by the county attorney.
Okay, we have a motion to approve. Do I hear a second? Second. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. That motion passes. And this is a good night. We get to talk about 3 economic development projects. That's there's some counties that don't get 3 a year. So we're happy to have Samantha Grass back to talk with us about Project Meadows.
Thank you all, and thank you for the support given for Project Griffin and Project Key. So our third project tonight that we're presenting is Project Meadows, and it is another industrial spec development project. Fortius Richardson LLC is considering constructing 2 industrial spec buildings at 700 Pitt School Road in Concord. The first building will be 112,000 square feet, and the second building that's being proposed is 80,000 square feet. They are projecting an investment of $9.9 million in real property, and this does include both buildings. Their investment exceeds the minimum requirements of the Economic Development Grant Program. Cabarrus County grant analysis is based on that estimated $9.9 million projected investment. We are asking for your consideration of a 3-year, 85% economic development grant. The estimated grant for that 3-year term is $181,764. During that same grant term, the county would net over $32,000. And again, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Okay, questions for Ms. Grass?
I don't have any questions, but I just want to thank you guys for your hard work and let you know I heard last week that Cabarrus County is the 2nd highest in job growth since between 2013 and 2017. And that doesn't happen without the cooperation of you guys, us, and the local municipalities. So thank you for out there working on our behalf every day so that we can create these jobs for our citizens.
Thank you all.
Certainly echo those comments. 2nd in job growth is a pretty impressive.
100 counties.
Out of 100 counties in North Carolina, that's something we need to purchase a banner for that one.
Not okay with number 2.
You want number 1, okay. Okay. To Commissioners, what would be your pleasure on this item?
Mr. Chairman.
Wait a minute, we have got to do the public
yeah.
hearing. Okay, this
Sorry, I
does call
missed
for a
it.
public, yeah, I got off track. So I'll open the public hearing and invite anyone to the podium that would like to speak on this project. Seeing no one, we'll close the public hearing. And now entertain a motion from Commissioners.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve an economic development speculative industrial agreement, 3 years, 85%, between Project Meadows, Fortis Richardson LLC, and Cabarrus County, and to authorize the county manager to execute the agreement on behalf of the board, subject to review or revision by the county attorney.
Okay, we have a motion to approve. Do I hear a second?
Second motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? I think that's what we've heard for many, many years is that's what clients are looking for, space ready to go. And so we're very fortunate to have these projects come before us. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion passes. And we move to item G4. This is an approval of tax-exempt bond financing for Carolina International School. And are there any comments that you folks would like to make before we hold the public hearing?
Good evening. My name is Brandon Lofton, and I am here on behalf of Carolina International School. I'm a lawyer down in Charlotte, and I'm representing the school in this transaction. I think, as you know, the school came before you guys in 2013 for tax-exempt bond approval for a deal that is out of the Public Finance Authority of Wisconsin, and as part of the requirements for that, as a 501c3, they do have to have a public hearing in the local jurisdiction, which is why we're here before you today. So just like in 2013, when you guys approved that deal through the Public Finance Authority, we're asking for your approval for this moderate expansion here this time. Again, just as in 2013, this is not the county's debt. It in no way obligates the county. It's just a requirement that we have to satisfy for the Internal Revenue Code, and we appreciate you, your cooperation and your help.
Great, thank you.
Okay.
I was certainly going to explain that this did not involve any county finances. You did a very good job of doing that. So at this time, I'll open the public hearing and invite anybody to the podium that would like to speak on the approval of tax-exempt bond financing for Carolina International School. Seeing no one, we'll close the public hearing, and best wishes to you. Thank you. Okay, next we move to appointments. Yes, ma'am.
Motion.
I don't. Okay, we do have to have a motion. Okay, so at this time I would entertain a motion to approve the tax-exempt bond financing for Carolina International School.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make the motion to approve the resolution authorizing the tax-exempt bond financing on behalf of Carolina International School.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. That motion passes. And now we move to appointments to boards and committees. First, we have appointments to the Adult Home Care Community Advisory Committee. The terms of appointment on the Adult Home Care Community Advisory Committee for Sandra Miller and Diamond Staten Williams expired July 31st. Both would like to serve another term. Ms. Miller has served on the committee since 2011. An exception to the length of service provision of the appointment policy will be needed for her. So at this time, I would entertain a motion to reappoint Sandra Miller and Diamond Staten Williams to the Adult Care Home Community Advisory Committee for 3-year terms ending July 31st, 2021, including an exception to the length of service provision of the appointment policy for Ms. Miller.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. That motion passes. We move now to the Cabarrus County Animal Protection Advisory Board. The terms on the Cabarrus County Animal Protection Advisory Board for Ann Cannon, Carol Miller, and Michael Robinson expire August 31st. Ms. Cannon and Ms. Miller would like to serve another term. Mr. Robinson is not interested in serving another term at this time. The advisory board has met and is recommending Ms. Cannon and Ms. Miller be reappointed to their positions on the advisory board. Letters of recommendation in this regard are included in the agenda. So at this time, I would entertain a motion to remove Michael Robinson from the Cabarrus County Animal Protection Advisory Board roster and thank him for his service.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. That motion passes. And would now entertain a motion to reappoint Ann Cannon and Carol Miller to the Cabarrus County Animal Protection Advisory Board for 3-year terms ending August 31st, 2021.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. That motion passes. And we move to the Cabarrus County Planning and Zoning Commission. Staff requests that Mr. Rick Price, Midland Area Representative, and Ms. Mary Blakeney, Concord Area Representative, be removed from the Planning and Zoning Commission roster. Additionally, staff requests that the following changes be made to the membership. Request to move Mr. Adam Dagenhart at large to the Midland position vacated by Mr. Rick Price to fill a 3-year term ending August 31st, 2021. Also, a request to appoint Mr. Andrew Nance to the at-large position vacated by Mr. Adam Dagenhart to fill an unexpired term ending August 31st, 2019. Mr. Nance currently lives in the Central Planning area. Request to appoint Mr. Jerry Wood, Jr. to the at-large position vacated by Mr. Steve Wise to fill a 3-year term ending August 31st, 2021. Mr. Wood currently lives in the Northwest area. Request to appoint Steve Wise to an alternate position vacated by Mr. Nance to fill a 3-year term ending August 31st, 2021. Mr. Wise currently lives in the Concord area. So at this time, I would entertain a motion to appoint Adam Dagenhart to the Cabarrus County Planning and Zoning Commission as the Midland Area Representative for a 3-year term ending August 31st, 2021.
So moved.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. That motion passes. And I missed one item in that first description. There was also a request to move Ms. Holly Grimsley, an alternate, to the Concord position vacated by Mary Blakeney to fill a 3-year term ending August 31st, 2021. So I would entertain a motion to appoint Holly Grimsley to the Cabarrus County Planning and Zoning Commission as the Concord Area Representative for a 3-year term ending August 31st, 2021.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. That motion passes. Would now entertain a motion to appoint Andrew Nance to the Cabarrus County Planning and Zoning Commission as an at-large area representative to complete an unexpired term ending August 31st, 2019.
So moved.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. That motion passes. Would now entertain a motion to appoint Jerry Wood, Jr. to the Cabarrus County Planning and Zoning Commission as an at-large representative for a 3-year term ending August 31st, 2021. Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. That motion passes. And entertain one final motion to appoint Steve Wise to the Cabarrus County Planning and Zoning Commission as an alternate representative for a 3-year term ending August 31st, 2021.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. That motion passes. And I think I missed one.
Surely not.
Yes, yeah, they're doing a lot of switching around here. Would now entertain a motion to remove Rick Price and Mary Blakeney from the Cabarrus County Planning and Zoning Commission roster and thank them for their service. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. That motion passes. Thank you. We move now to reports, and there are a number of reports for informational purposes included in your agenda. And at this time, we would like to receive updates from commission members who serve as liaisons to municipalities or on various boards and committees. Commissioner Honeycutt.
So as I mentioned, I'm on the Senior Advisory Council, and today at our meeting, they were talking about a program coming up called Cabarrus Scam Jam. It is put on to help with elder abuse and help people who are aging understand some of the scams that are out there and not get caught up in it. There will be representatives from the Better Business Bureau, the Sheriff's Department, the Social Security Administration, and an online banking expert. And it is Wednesday, September the 19th, 2018, from 9 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. at First Baptist Church. So if you are on Facebook, they do have a page on this that it says Cabarrus Scam Jam 2018 if you're interested in more details. So I would encourage people to, if you're free, check it out.
Great, thank you. Okay, any other updates or reports?
Mr. Chairman, I have an update from the Midland. I'm the liaison to them, the Midland Town Council, and they gave me this brochure and asked if I would announce it for them. An Eagle Scout, his last name was Dawson, he completed his Eagle Scout project to build and install 3 free little library houses for the Friends of the Midland Library. The little library houses are located at Rob Wallace Park near the children's play area, in the Town Hall parking lot, and at Bethel Methodist Church. And they want you to feel free to take a book, leave a book, and enjoy the reading that these little mini libraries will provide. And I think it's good, and like to see more of our municipalities get on board with the little libraries because it makes it a little easier for kids in the neighborhood especially. So that's my report.
Great, thank you. Okay, any other reports? Okay, then we move to general comments by board members. Does anyone have anything they would like to say? Okay, we do not have need of a closed session tonight, so at this time, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And we stand adjourned. Thank you very much.